Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 27, Brady steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Dancing to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins from 21 yards away. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 63 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. Extra point put through by Succop. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown, for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, this is White, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Devontae Smith. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 76 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. They go play action with Hurts.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 41, Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles.
Those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick. 1st and 10. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. This will be caught by Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. He's got him in, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A big connection on that one. 45 yards. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Brady gives this to White, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
From the gun, it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cameron Brate, from 6 yards away.
And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Succop for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lavonte David.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Rachaad White.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Man open left side is Brown.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts flushed out right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Brady again. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs come up with a late turnover. And it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And to the left side here, Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua is going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. That's complete to his running back, Wilson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tua on 4th down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now Tua.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and run with Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Burrow on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. 11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Open man is Higgins.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Burrow on play action.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 3 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 points.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
In motion comes the tight end left. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Tua going to throw. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. 20. 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And going deep for Hill.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Tua, a final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a offense in the second half. I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back. So here's an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to let it go again, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert.
44 yards.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
4 yards remain for second down.
Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Now Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught at the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 70 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
59 yards. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Running on 1st down with Gaskin.
30, 10, 5, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, 47 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. As Sanders has it poked free. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. 180. 26. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here we go with Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a run with Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab.
And the Bengals have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Tua to throw.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Now Tua.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.